Cowboys, and I want to give a major shout out to Mike Tag. Keep bringing the hype to the Cowboys Nation. We love and appreciate it. Now, can you dig it? Let's get it.
What's up, Cowboys Nation?
What is up, Cowboys Nation? Good morning. Hopefully, you guys can hear me good. It's been you got the birthday weekend going on, birthday today. So hopefully things will get a hell of a lot better than they were last night. So we're definitely going to get into the Cowboys. Definitely going to get into the Cowboys, getting a preview of the game. But let me just type this out right quick. Make sure I say hello to everyone. Hopefully, guys, those in the chat, make sure you can hear me. Just give me a thumbs up if everything sounds good. So anyway, appreciate all you guys jumping in. I got to go on a tirade first. Obviously, you guys, if you follow me, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, get that crap out of the way. But I'm a Miami Hurricane fan and watched the game last night, and wasn't a good game. For some reason, Georgia Tech, it's always kind of a funky game with us, and Miami ends up pulling ahead. Everything is, we won the game. That's all you got to do. You're going to win an ugly one. It's great. So I shut the TV off. I'm letting the dogs out. My family is in Orlando. They went to that Hollow Scream. So your boy's home alone like a dog. So I was just chilling. So anyway, I get a text from my son. My son's like, what the hell's going on? We need to fire everybody. I'm like, what are you talking about? We won a game. It was ugly. Those things happen. It's just, it is what it is. He goes, we lost. I'm like, what? So I turn on the TV, and our idiotic coach decides to run the ball when all you have to do is take a knee. And they proceeded to rip the ball out of our running back's hands. I thought he was down, but that don't even matter anymore. Rips the ball out of his hands. They recover the fumble. Our defense and everyone else thinks the game is over. They're probably just chilling, and they go ahead and have to get out on the field, and they throw two passes and win the game. So I'm just a bad night. I couldn't sleep because I kept watching the replay, listen to the radio, listen to these guys, just trying to figure out what the hell the coach was thinking. And then come to find out the coach did it when he was at Oregon. He did the same exact thing to Stanford. They lost the game. I appreciate the birthday love. Appreciate it. And I'm just absolutely, my boy, he's the one who texted me. I just don't understand what the hell happened in Miami. So, every time you think something's going good, man, with these Canes, they just break my heart. And I just don't get it. I'm speechless on it. But that's my little tirade to start the show. I apologize, getting a little off track, but I just don't understand these coaches. I don't know what you're thinking. You won the game. Just kneel, go home, be happy that you got an ugly win. And I sure the hell need something to cheer me up. And the way to do that, of course, is Sunday night with our Cowboys going into San Francisco, and hopefully, coming in with a little bit of attitude, a little bit of chip on the shoulder, and again, appreciate all the birthday love, and then pulling out a big win. So, getting your thoughts on the game. This is, I've heard people say this is just a regular season game. It ain't. This isn't just a regular season game. I don't want to say all the marbles are on here, but I think the psyche of this team, the psyche of the Cowboys, this means more to the Cowboys than it does the 49ers. That's as much as we, hate to say it, it is what it is. You could tell by the fan base. You could tell by kind of the chippiness of the players. You heard Dak Prescott right after the game when they asked him his feelings when he was going off the field in San Francisco. It wasn't about the game that they just beat the Patriots. Everyone is focused on this game. When the schedule came out, we all circled it on the calendar. We all said this is going to be the game, and it's a measuring stick for us. They've ended our season twice. Were they the better team? They probably were the better team in the second game. I don't think they were in the first game, but they were close games. And Dallas did not play their best ball, especially, unfortunately, on offense. And Appreciate it, my man Clarence. And it was Dak Prescott, especially in the second game, did not play his best game. So this means a lot to the psyche of these Cowboys. We have to come out and send a message. And it's really a message to ourselves, but a message to the fan base that the Cowboys are for real. And in a big game, they're going to show up big. I expect it. It's Sunday night. Nothing better than a Sunday night game. The only thing I hate is I got to wait all day in order to get this game rolling. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a old school rivalry. You know, I saw some tweets about rivalries and the Eagles to the Cowboys or Niners and Cowboys. I don't know about you guys, but I really believe, and I talked about the Hurricanes. So I really believe that this is more of a rivalry historically than the Eagles. I think the Cowboys, because things meant so much with these two teams, and it's been one of those flows. It's, you know, the Cowboys, you know, in the playoffs really kind of put it to them and ended their seasons, and now it seems like they're doing a little bit of payback. In the 80s, the Cowboys got them, and then they beat us in the catch, and that kind of changed the tide of both franchises. The Cowboys started to go this way, Niners started to go that way on their run as a team of the 80s. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yep, appreciate the birthday love. I try to call my brother. I think he might have been more pissed than I was because he didn't answer his phone with the Hurricanes. I talked about the Hurricanes earlier. I'm trying to get over it, so I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm in shock and just can't. I don't know. I just can't get over it. So it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also to my friends who came out, you know, my Patriots girl that was in the video, getting a lot of good comments. Unfortunately, it's all turned to negative comments against the Cowboys and the 49ers, but it was a fun video. Had a great time that weekend. So, you know, I love going out there. Let's see. I disagree. I don't think it means much for the Niners. I mean, we could agree to disagree. We hadn't beat them. So I think if Dallas don't beat them, I think the season, let's say the Niners go in and roll us, which I don't think will happen. But let's say they do. I don't think the Cowboys will recover much. If they beat us, if it's a close game, you never know. If we go in and beat them, I think confidence is there. I think the Cowboys skyrocket, but really you're looking at this conference in the division. If the Cowboys, you know, drop this game, that's 2 in the conference that they dropped. So when it comes to tiebreakers and things like that, it's not a good thing to lose. And then obviously the head-to-head, you're in a lot of trouble. So I think the Cowboys need this win. I was there at the first game, not at the second. I saw, but Jay Tuck was at the second, and he kind of told me the mindset of the fans. And I've been to the first 2 games in Dallas. This is all they've talked about. Everyone talks about this game. Everyone's talking about this game. It means a lot. Maybe it means more to the fans than the players. I don't know. We'll find out on Sunday night, but I think it means a lot to the players in their psyche. They got to come win this game. So let's see what we got in the chat, man. We're just chilling. San Francisco. Very nice. Very nice. I forgot. I like Cowboys Nation's running. You're going to have to give us definitely keep us focused. It's a little too early in there. People are probably sleeping, but definitely hit me up and let me know how the game is, how the feel, what the tempo and the energy is like. Because usually you can tell pretty early how things are going. You know, when we're in that Arizona game, you can feel the Cowboys just seem like they never even got off the bus. But when I was there for the Jets and I was there for the Patriots, within the first 5 minutes of the game, I knew the Cowboys were gonna roll. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Blowing the doors off San Francisco, man. I don't know if that's gonna be the case. I think it's be a good game. It would make me happy. It would make me happy. But yeah. And of course it's a long season, my man, but this game is important, dude. When you have a team that knocks you out of the playoffs 2 years, you're thinking about it. If you played any sports, if a team's got you and they continue to get you, there's a mental hurdle you got to get over. So I think the Cowboys, it's definitely going to be an important game. Again, thanks, Claudio. Absolutely dumbass coaching by my Canes. I hate to relive it. Probably the dumbest coaching I've ever seen in my life, and I've lived through the Jason Garrett era and some other things and some dumb bonehead decisions. And the Miami Hurricanes just cannot, they can't get out of their own way to take that next step. So hopefully they I don't think they're going to recover from it. I'm just going to be honest. I think Miami's, looking at the players on the sideline, I just don't think, I don't think it's going to happen. So need Cooks to go deep. Absolutely. This team, we're going to get into some of the keys, and that's one of the things that I think the Cowboys, maybe you could say it's from their gameplay, the way kind of some of the games have worked themselves out, that it just was, they really never really needed to get in a shootout or pass the ball deep or whatever, because they were so far up on most of their wins, except the Arizona one would be the one where you say, man, they should have gone deep a few times. But I think Cooks definitely needs to get involved, and they need to utilize his speed and get him going. And the one thing I'll say is, that is where if you're gonna attack the 49ers, you need to attack their secondary. You need to attack their secondary. And I think our matchup with our receivers to their secondary, I like what I see. I'm not feeling the running game. I think Pollard, he had success with them before he got hurt, but unfortunately, I think this game is going to, I think we're going to need it, win it through the air. And on our defensive side, obviously, it's going to begin and end with CMC. And we did a good job holding him down in the playoff game. He wasn't the reason that we lost that one, that's for sure. And yeah, let me see here. Let me go through the list. So yeah, worst call ever. And the stupid there, you're going to get me going, Jimmy, on these kids. The stupidest thing is, this guy did it before. He did it with Oregon against Stanford. He did the same stupid shit. And I'm like, how the hell can you do this again? And he did. I just don't get it. And everything's been going good for Miami this season. They've kind of exceeded some expectations. They beat the hell out of A&M. They were looking good. They were stomping the teams that they should stomp. You're feeling, okay, this team's heading in the right direction. And they just ripped the heart right out of us. What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? With these Canes, and even you could say with the Cowboys, I'm a good dude. I've raised a couple good kids, married 20 plus years, been employed, been a taxpayer to the system. Unfortunately, I've been paying my fair share of taxes. I'd never been in jail. I got a little bit of trouble when I was 17 running on the field at the Marlins game, but I was too young. They couldn't arrest me, so that was okay. So I've done some stupid things as a kid, but I consider myself an upstanding member of the community. What the hell did I do to deserve this stuff that keeps happening to me in my sports life? So I don't know what the hell it is, but something's got to change. And hopefully Sunday night, it'll change for our Cowboys, and then we'll get things rolling. So anyway, I had to get that out of the way because I couldn't sleep last night. I listened to I even tuned into 560. I got on the Odyssey app and tuned into 560 because I just had to make sure. Are they as confused and pissed off as I was? And they were speechless. And those guys are typically pro Canes, but even they were like, what the hell did we do? So defense travels. 34-13. Wow. I love it. I love it, man. I love those predictions. I'm a little bit closer. I got the Cowboys. Waiting. And yeah, the Canes need some swagger. I mean, they need something. They need something. I know. Hey, this will make you feel good. Ultra says CMC 150 yards. He also said that the Patriots, I think it was 28-3 that they were going to stomp the Cowboys. I think he had us losing to the Jets. So we need this love from Ultra, who's my closet Eagle fan, to make sure that you keep predicting that stuff, because everything you say, the opposite always happens. So that's what I love about you, Ultra. It's all love. I appreciate it. So don't worry. He's good. He's good. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know. But the keys, Cowboys got to start fast. I mean, would you guys agree? We can't get into that situation where we're not attacking and we're not getting off to a good start. If this game starts with a 3-and-out and it starts at 3-and-out, and then if we're behind and we're playing for behind, I just don't think that's a recipe for us. I think Cowboys are a team that likes to be in rhythm. I think they like to play with confidence. I like to play ahead. I think if you looked at, they were talking about numbers, and numbers could be skewed any way you want. Dak Prescott's QBR with the lead is typically one of the best in the NFL. His QBR when they're behind is near the bottom. Now, I don't know what that means. Could be throwing a lot of chances and then you get interceptions. Are they talking about this year? Well, if you're talking about this year, they were really only behind in one game where they all played like crap. Is this a career thing? So, but it was a stat that I saw out there. So, but I think it's common. If you're playing with the lead, you're feeling a lot better. Gallup, Gallup, Eddie, he's brought it, right? I mean, he's brought it the last couple games. He looks good. And that's the thing. You think about this game and what do we have that's different? The only thing you can compare it to is the last time we played him. Obviously, you got CD, you got Dak. Pollard is the lead dog where he was kind of, he was the backup to Zeke. So now you're going to see Pollard featured more. Gallup wasn't Gallup. So now you've got Gallup, who from the last two games really looks like he's recovered from his injury. You got Brandon Cooks over Noah Brown. That's obviously no questions asked, an upgrade. Tight end is kind of the tricky one. You had Dalton Schultz, who that was Dak's, security blanket. Haven't seen a ton from these tight ends yet that makes you kind of jump up and say, all right, I'm feeling really good. But I thought Ferguson played well last week. But again, maybe you want to see a little bit more out of them. But probably the most important thing that we're talking about is it's been, 2 years, but you're going to have the star. God, I really hate to say it because I think someone's going to tweak an ankle in warm-ups. But this is going to be the first time you're going to have your starting 5 offensive linemen in a game. Now, how important can that be? You're going to have Tyron Smith. You're going to have Tyler Smith. You got Biadasz. You got Martin. You got Steele. You're going to have everything, your complete offensive line that you've kind of hoped for. So how long it lasts, we don't know. We'll see what happens with Tyron. But when Tyron's playing, he's still one of the most dominant left tackles in the league. You just cannot, you cannot, you can't say he's not. It's just can't stay healthy. So I think that's one of the things. So if you look at the offense side of the ball, the Cowboys are much better than they were last season. Definite improvement. You got to give them that. Then on the flip side, you look at the defense. You lost Diggs. That it hurts, but I think this defense is deep enough that they can overcome it. You kind of even saw it in the New England game. Bland is a playmaker. And he's got the ability to be a starting cornerback. So you got Bland. Obviously, you didn't have Gilmore. So Gilmore over Brown, that's definitely upgrade. Obviously, step back from Diggs to Bland. But I think with the pass rush you're getting with Parsons and with Tank and Sam Williams and Fowler, you got all those guys. Plus in the middle, Hankins, Mozzie, Gallimore, Osa. We're as deep on that front line as we ever been. So I think, the Cowboys they're better on defense, even with the loss of Diggs. I'm going to say they're better on defense than they were last season. So I think it's going to be one of those things. Let's see. Is he dating? Oh yeah, he is. He is dating. He's dating one of the Cavender twins. I think you're right. God, these guys just don't learn. Didn't they learn from the Jessica Simpson? I'm seeing my man Kelsey do that shit too. But yeah. Anyway, so it's going to be, so they're better. The Niners are pretty much the same. I mean, they upgraded in a couple spots, but I think they're pretty much the same. Ayuk is playing a lot better than he did last year, so that's a concern, that you can have with our defense and our secondary. The thing I'll give the 49ers, and just you got to appreciate it, Troy. You got to be honest. Is the 49ers are a very physical team. You see that from yards after catch. I know Groundhog Day. You also said that Dak losing to the Niners is like death and taxes, and he's 2-2 against the Niners. Actually 2-0 in regular season. So maybe that's a sign that I'm going to look for the positive. Maybe that's a sign that everything will be all right. So anyway, they're physical. Their yards after catch is number 1 in the league, and that just shows the physical play that they're going to have. So the Cowboys are going to have to match it. Now, in the playoffs last season, I thought they did a good job. I thought they matched it. The defense did. I mean, they held them to 19 points. They had one play, which obviously the Kittle play where, maybe Diggs lays him out, maybe gets a penalty for it or whatever. But I still think you can't play worried about penalties. You just got to play hard. So I don't know why he didn't lay him out, but for whatever, you can't look back. But that was really the one play. I mean, Purdy didn't play a great game, but he played an efficient game. He didn't turn the ball over, and that's the thing that you've got to say. He was effective, and the Cowboys weren't, and that was a difference in the game. Turnovers in a game like this that's gonna tell the whole story. And the Cowboys cannot turn the ball over, but in the same thing, in my opinion, you can't play scared. They can't worry about going deep because they're worried about a turnover. You've got to attack, and it is what it is. Make some smart decisions, of course. Don't throw in double coverage and this and that. But the Niners are a physical team, physical defense. It's not going to be a cakewalk. I see a lot of scores, 34-13, and I see Dallas blowing them out. But I just, I don't know. I don't understand this. Participation trophy. When did the Cowboys get a participation trophy? You've got to be an Eagle fan, Ultra. I mean, I love you, but you talk so much bullshit on this thread. I know you got some attention from me, so you're probably happy. But I love you, but I just don't get you. I just don't get you. You're either trolling it to get reaction, or because you flip-flop more than a politician. A few weeks ago, you were in love with the Cowboys, and you wanted to, you're giving them all the roses, and now you're just so negative the last few weeks. You got to be a closet Eagle fan. I love you, but you got to be. I don't know if who was our one guy we used to have in here that bailed on us, the Eagle fan, Kevin or whatever the hell his name was. You got to be that, man. I love you, but Jesus Christ, I hope you don't live your life in the negative way that you live these chats, man. And I'm just being real. So hopefully you're not. But anyway, no, appreciate it, man. Hopefully you guys have a great time. We're gonna have a good time, Steven. This is gonna be a fun game. And like I said, I think the Cowboys are gonna bring it. I think it's gonna be good. So this is my birthday. So I told you guys, man, I gotta get going on my birthday. So I was gonna shorten up the show. Kids just got home, wife got home. I haven't seen them since I had to make my coffee this morning and do all this stuff by myself. I got to go out and eat something. So got a little ritual, get the game right, but wanted to check in with you guys. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Enjoy it. It's a regular season game, but it's that playoff atmosphere. It's going to be hot. It's going to be ready, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And they got to do something. It's my birthday. Cowboys better not lose on my birthday, especially after what I had to witness in Miami and that debacle that I saw with the Canes. This better not happen. So you guys, good morning. Have a great time. Enjoy the Sunday. Enjoy the game. And hopefully we'll have a lot of fun, man. I can't wait to see you guys after the game. Hopefully it's a great one. Cowboys going to win. I think my prediction was 24-21, 23-20. It's going to be a close game. I know a lot of you guys have blowouts, so I don't know. I sure hope it is. I would love nothing more than this team just cruise, and that'd be less stress for me. Living on the East Coast, I get to go to bed without all the stuff going in my head. It'd be nice and relaxed. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Thanks, Coles. Thanks, EJ. Make sure you guys subscribe to their channels. Make sure you check it out. But all love. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you for taking it easy on me with my Canes. I'm still getting over that one. But hopefully the Cowboys can make it up. So you guys have a great one. Thank you so much. And I'll leave you with some love. And this is how it's going to be after the game. I'm feeling it.
Is going to be commencing real soon because we're getting ready to get this party started. Can you feel me? Can you?